So I think I'll just start. This session will be about the new features in MadeToTag. And to start, I'd just like to ask who of you is using MadeToTag? Somehow. So who of you is creating tag PDF, accessible PDF, or would like to do so? Just you? So maybe I start with a little introduction. The MadeToTag is a plugin for InDesign, which tries to help making tag PDF in an easier way, and as we also think in a better way than InDesign does. And in the last year, we have some new features in MadeToTag, which is, as you see, and I will go into all the single ones. I'll just start with reducing the structure to predefined types. So in terms of PDF UA, this is not required, but we had a lot of feature requests from customers who, like, they didn't know the roadmap handling and so on, and they just wanted to reduce the structure. So we just built that in. Might be also interesting for you. I think you came also up with that for some type of customers. And I will show it later. Then we built in a footnote reference linking, which will just link the footnotes in the text, or the references in the text with the actual footnote, which is better for like moving in the document. So if you have a big zoom factor, you might get lost in the document, but you can just click on the footnote reference and it will show you the actual footnote in the document. Then we added layout tables, which is to prevent like the misuse of the table feature in InDesign. Some just use it for layouting, and if it goes to the PDF file, it would be semantically wrong. So in MadeToTag, we have the option to use the layout tables. And of course, as always, we've done a lot of bug fixing and fixing anchored frames again, and table of contents, also with tables itself. So a lot of bug fixing has been made in the last year. I hope it will, or it made working with MadeToTag and Tag PDF easier and reliable. Okay. So I will just show some of the new features in the actual MadeToTag. So that is the main view, and as we always had, you can highlight the tags, so you can easily see which kind of tags you have. And all that is defined in the paragraph styles. So the each InDesign paragraph style can have a tag, which defines what kind of text it is, header or just plain text. And the new feature is just that we reduce it. But first I just export a regular, or as we've done it until now. So, and if we go to the tag tree, you can see that tag in the PDF is just a p-text standard, and we're using a role map where it defines which tag will result in what kind of standard tag, which is defined in the PDF UA standard. And customers sometimes complain that it's not as their customers liked it, or they like to have the H1 and standard paragraph tags in the tag tree. So with the new feature, go back to reduce the structure. We just fix that, and now you can have all your standard predefined tags in the PDF. The next thing was the footnote linking. So I do have a footnote in here, and with the footnote explanation or text in the bottom of the text. So what we just did, if you select to link footnotes, if I create the PDF, and I do have actually a little bit of zoom, so it would be hard to find out where the actual footnote is, so I can just click on the link and it will zoom to the footnote, displaying me the footnote, and I can then just go back and continue reading my text. So it's not needed in PDF UA, but we think it's a nice feature having that in the actual PDF. And the next feature we had is the table structure. So in this case, I do have a real table, but in some cases, I just design my document using a table to align stuff. But it would just came out as not a, it would be a data table in the PDF, but actually it wouldn't be a data table. So in MadeToTag, I can just choose that this table, and just highlight it, is a layout table. And if as I already had that, I just open the recent file. So for displaying, it's right. So it still looks like a table, but I go to PDF Toolbox because it's it can convert that tag PDF into HTML. So I see the structure. And if I go to that one, you see it's just plain text and it's not a table. Yeah. But of course, if you don't, if it is a data table, you still can set all the quick headers options, for example, and just define its the header and footer of the tables, and it would come out as real data table in the PDF. Okay. Questions so far? Oh. Yeah, I think it's. I think in this table, it's. If I go to the. I've closed it. But, yeah, there's. It's actually there. The header. I think it's a good question why it is not displayed here. So I think, yeah, good. I don't know. Maybe it's, yeah. I would have to dig in deeper into that table. I didn't notice that, but it's actually in the PDF. Yeah. So it's in the PDF, but it's not visible in InDesign right now. Mystery. Yeah. Yeah. And what we also have done is we released the version for InDesign 2018, CC 2018. And InDesign did a lot of stuff fixing their behavior or what they have done in like with anchored frames or table of contents. And we just found out that they done a bad job, so to speak. So they fixed one thing and introduced another big bug, which even which is not really it's not really predictable, and it's.
What is it? So just explain what the actual bug is, and actually find it doing about it a while back, but I haven't heard any reaction from them. As soon as you use the articles panel to organize the content, and you anchor an image into a text frame, then that image will not be included in the tagging structure in the exported PDF, regardless whether you're using MadeToTag or just plain InDesign. It only happens if you use the articles panel. So you don't have to use the articles panel to create tag PDF. You can just let InDesign, collect the frames, and produce tag PDF. You can also use the old XML workflow. In these cases, the anchored image will show up in the tagging structure. But as soon as you use the articles panel, the anchored images will be on the page visibly, but they will not be referenced in the tagging structure. And I think it's just one line of code they got wrong in the source code. Because what they improved is, if you anchor the text frame, that was completely broken so far. You had to use MadeToTag to get decent output for that. They've improved that. So if you have a text frame anchored in the text frame, you'll have the proper tags now. And it will be InDesign CC 2018. But the complete drops the referencing of images. So there's no figure tag anymore. And we have not found a way to work around that. So even if you use MadeToTag, which otherwise can work around around a lot of the limitations in InDesign, you cannot, at this moment, you cannot work around this file. It seems anything except anchored text frames, anything anchored, it's not a text frame, it's not referenced in the tag PDF as soon as you use the articles. And I've just submitted a formal bug report to Adobe, and I don't know whether they will react on it or not. I also told them that we are actively recommending to our customers not to use InDesign CC 2018 for the time being, because I believe a lot of users will want to use anchored images because it makes life so much easier. And that feature, the anchored images always work. Like InDesign CC 5.5, the CS 5.5, the anchored images work. The rest did not work in terms of anchored frames. But the anchored images work. And it doesn't work at all anymore as soon as you use it like this. Very strict one. And I think it's just one line of code, because if you don't use the articles panel, it works. But of course, you want to use the articles panel to have control of the sequence of the content.
So, as Olaf mentioned, we recommend not to use CC 2018 for accessible PDF until Adobe fixes that bug. Yeah, they didn't do it better than before. So, right. So did you already use CC 2018?
Well,
Oh. Okay, yeah, we recommend that. Right. And the last new thing, which we already introduced at the end of last year, is form fields templates. So if you work with forms in your document, you can use a form field template PDF in MadeToTag, so you can just create the visible appearance and scripting and whatever you can do in Acrobat, what you cannot do in InDesign itself. Your current workflow might be that you export the PDF from InDesign, go to Acrobat, and then style your document, your PDF, doing checks in the form or adding scripts. And you have to do it all the time you export the PDF, because it's not possible in InDesign. And once you re-export the document because of any typo or for whatever reason, you had to do it again. So in MadeToTag, we let me just open the. So I just open a document where I had a styled form field, like you see it, the text fits. There's some, if I go to the, you see there's a warning if my credit card number is not in the correct format, because I added the script to that, and it was, where was it? Properties. And that are all the properties you can assign to a form field in Acrobat, but you can't do that in InDesign. So there, for example, is a validation script in here. So the nice thing in MadeToTag is now that you in the export panel, we have the optimize form fields feature, and you can click on manage, and it opens a folder where you can just drag your template PDF in it. So the PDF we just have seen. If I open the InDesign file, where you see it looks a little bit different. And if I export that just as it is, I have a missing font, but never mind. You see it does not align, and it even don't give me an error message that my credit card number is wrong. And make the tag wrong InDesign. I can choose the template from here, and I close the so if I have that InDesign document and I create the PDF, it will actually take all form field options which are in the template PDF and copy it over to the final PDF. So, it just told me that the file is broken, but just try it again. Eigentlich nicht. I just try to open that again. And I better close InDesign 2018 because it's open in there. I will just restart InDesign and hopefully it will work then. So again, I choose to optimize the form fields. Now it exports the document and just like, okay, that's, I just tried it yesterday and it worked. So it's, maybe it's because it told me that it's broken. So the actual, the only thing you have to keep in mind is that the name of the field matches with the name in the template PDF. So, and I think it just mixed that up. So I just want to look up what the name of the form field is. So it's credit card number. And in InDesign, it's not. So it somehow used a different name. So I just added it to have the credit card number, and hopefully now it will just do what I want. It looks better, yeah. So now I it just took the values from the template PDF and put it into the final PDF. So if you're working with form fields, it's an easy way to just handle your workflow.
Actually, a feature that is not even tag PDF specific. Make good use of this feature just for the creation of any forms, any stuff from InDesign. Set up all your form field features once. In that one, after you have done the first export, and then you can reuse that again and again for further variations of the form.
You could have even one big template PDF with like multiple pages of form fields, which you have styled in your corporate ID also, and then just use that on the export process, and it will just take the fields you need and take them over to the new document. So
we have worked with one customer, an insurance company, and they have a very controlled workflow for creating their forms. And they've used different processes in the past, and they've moved some of their form creation to InDesign because they have the control of the layout part. They have set up a master template, so to speak, where all the form fields that they ever may use, and they have a good understanding of what the form fields are because they do post-processing in the background database and so on. So they have a repository of all the information for all these form fields. They have built a master PDF. They put all the form fields that they may ever use in some form into the master PDF. Apply the styling, apply the scripting if necessary, apply other aspects. And then on creating whatever form document in the future, as long as all the fields we are using the InDesign document match a form field in the master file that has the same name. It's only the name that matters here. Then we can pick up all the properties of the form field from the master PDF and we'll assign it to the form field in the newly created PDF file. And in the master PDF, it doesn't matter where the form fields are, whether they're page 1 or 3, or the other content is. It's just the form field as such that is of interest. It's a good way to streamline form creation workflow because you don't have. There's a lot of features you cannot control in InDesign. You cannot assign the script. You cannot even assign the watercolor stuff like that properly, or the font that we use and so on. So it just doesn't work in InDesign. I don't see Adobe extending InDesign in this area. So it's probably going to stay InDesign as it is today. If you are in the form creation business, so to speak, where your customers are, it's a worthwhile thing to look at MadeToTag to optimize the process.
And we most likely will include that form field feature also in Made2Print because it's.
We're looking into it so that because some people will just not understand that you can MadeToTag, you can use MadeToTag for something that does not have anything to do with tag yet. If you're just interested in creation of forms, so maybe easier to just look at MadeToPrint and have MadeToPrint inject the necessary information.
And actually, that's it for the news in MadeToTag.